Tal Barenboim, product strategist and also the cloud and platform guy from PSM, will share with you the details of a new disruptive technology that has the potential to change Amdocs software development and delivery. Please welcome Tal Barenboim.
Okay. Hello, in the small screen. We're going to talk about a new disruptive technology that is going to shape the future of how we deliver software and how we develop. It's long, so let's begin. So in the past 10 years, delivering software has changed. We have been installing software on traditional architecture on servers, and we moved to virtual architecture like VMware, and today into the cloud. This is in a 10 years time frame. What was the catalyst for all of this is this, the Intel CPU. It's a very powerful CPU. It has a lot of cores inside. This is the latest CPU of Intel, 14 cores. We put 2 of these in a server, 28 cores, huge computing power. Today, our code cannot really use it, so we use virtualization to create more and more workloads. Now, while this was happening, Google and Amazon has embraced massive elasticity and cloud scale, high scalability infrastructure. What you see here is Google, a hall in a Google data center. Every orange point you see is a server. And this is a Google data center. 100,000 servers. They have 10 data centers worldwide. This is the number of servers they have. For Google, the data center is the computer. So, and while this is happening, we also had what is called a new change of paradigms in development, called DevOps. Google, Amazon, and Facebook pushed the way of how to build code faster and deliver it faster, and they need unique infrastructure and automation tool to do that. So people ask me, how did they do it? How can they do it? Does Google use virtualization? They use VMware? No, they don't. They use this. Containers. Software containers. Yes way. Now, they have a lot of containers, everything runs on containers, and Google ships around 2 billion containers every week. And while this was happening, in the Linux industry, we got the same capabilities today, and we need to harness those. So it's called Docker. And Docker is a framework to build containers, and let's see what is a container. This is a standard shipping container. We know that. We put stuff in the container, and we ship it to any platform, via a boat, a train. The same way we have a container, we can put software in a container. Every one of these can be, any of the roles can be in a container and can be pushed to any platform. It gives us shippable software that can run anywhere. And this is how it looks like. We have an infrastructure, an operating system, the Docker engine, and these are containers. Everything is isolated. And containers can also be layered one on top of the others. How? The container burger. That's the term that I take. This is our application. These are our components. In the Docker world, every part of this is a container. If Avishai does not like the patty, we can swap it out, rebuild the container, and he gets a new hamburger. Same way in software. So how big of a disruption is this? Pretty big. We can create containers. The traditional was put a lot of software on a single server. Now we can containerize those quickly. We can containerize application in layers. Major advancement. Provisioning those is lightning fast because it's part of the operating system. And the major promise of containers, portability. Take it and run it anywhere, cloud, customer, and service provider. There is a catch. There's always a catch. Security. Docker depends on the Linux kernel. If the Linux kernel is attacked, Docker is compromised. And if it's compromised, we have container leakage. Okay? Bad idea for us. So how do they manage all of these containers? How Google manage all of these containers? They wrote a tool, because they're Google. It's called Kubernetes in Greek. It's the pilot, the navigator. It's a cluster management, fully open sourced. The industry adopts it. It's about cloud and everything. And what it does, it takes all of these containers, thousands of them, millions of them, and packs them into pods. We take the pods and we put them anywhere we want. So what PSM is doing with containers? We are researching the new technology and the impact. We're contemplating how we can efficiently containerize Amdocs software. It's a challenge. It's not simple. And we are trying to validate what our telco friends are doing with that. Proof of concept in the labs, and we also challenge this technology. Is it ready for our stuff? Because it's a challenge. Thank you very much.